see if this thing on. Here we are. Hey, what's going on, party people? Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. It's definitely a pleasure having you in. I go by the name of L'Esprit. I am a spiritual healer, and technically, as a spiritual healer, what I do is I help people to come together with themselves. You know, by understanding or by realigning your emotions, your intellect, and that's it, man. Your lower self and your higher self. All of that good stuff. But all of it can only come together by, you embracing them. You have to embody them. And that's how you heal yourself, technically. And I help you to do that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to put that work in. That's just the way it goes. Now, if you're coming back, you already know. It's always a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Get a plate. What we do here, we always break bread. So, family, you know what I'm saying? Let's have dinner. You know what I'm saying? And the idea of whenever people are gathering together, you breaking bread, we are sharing our energies too. Energies, connection, because all of that shit is food. I be nigga, I be on my spiritual food shit. That's the real food that nigga should be talking about. You know what I'm saying? Not to say the other one is fake, but they play different parts. Do you see what I'm saying? And by no means am I saying a salad is bad here. And by no means am I saying a salad is motherfucking good here either. I wouldn't say it's bad. You know what? I would definitely say it's good. Do you see what I'm saying? But again, you know what I'm saying? It serves what it serves. Understand, the healthy food that you're eating comes from a healthy mind. Meaning, there's a certain state of, there's certain, spaces you would have to get into. I know for me, it's like, once I was in alignment with myself, I didn't have to force anything. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, I still do my nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? But there's no benefit for me to just eat dumb shit, especially if I know it's dumb. Do you see what I'm saying? If I can prevent it, of course. But if I want it, I get it. You know what I'm saying? If I want some fried chicken, that shit's going down, player. Shit. So now, today being hump day, happy hump day, everybody. It only goes downhill from here. So as I always say, for the Wednesdays, we're about to get down. But Wednesdays now has become my new tradition in talking about, the masculine or the union of the masculine and the feminine energy. We talked about gender. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, we talk about understanding pretty much the feminine energy. For instance, when we say it's emotional, you can't expect it to be logical. But emotional, unfortunately, have gotten a bad connotation, because if you really want to talk about it, we are all emotional beings. In fact, for you to be in your be in alignment, you gotta be your emotion. You gotta be deeply involved in it. Oh, I'm emotional like a motherfucker. How do you think I'm following my passion? Do you see what I'm saying? The only way I had to be emotional in that thing. But where I'm going with this is, unfortunately, emotions has been looking at as acting crazy or a lack of logical sense. You see what I'm saying? Because ideally speaking, now when we saying to somebody else, you emotional, we're not including ourselves. And what we're truly saying is, it's like, You know what I'm saying? Like you're not thinking logically here. And sometimes when we say being emotional, we're saying the person doesn't see the full picture. That's what not being logical is. You don't get it. Now, to me, that wouldn't be emotional. It could be a lack of, oh shit. However, the way I said it's still going to be the same thing. Because I was going to say, it's you becoming in fucking alignment. Because, however, like I was thinking about breaking it down, I mean, it all comes down to this. But anyway, now I'm saying all of that to say, understanding the feminine energy and the way he is, you can't try to process it logically. Your response should be logical, but processing it, you can't process it natural. I mean, logical. Because your response, that's how we function, that's how we are. You see what I'm saying? That's why you always got to stay in your masculinity when you're dealing with the feminine energy. That's why you don't act to please a bitch, but you act because you love the bitch. Those are two different things. You know what I'm saying? Like when you love somebody, you're willing to let them go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that's what it means in that particular instance. But what I'm truly saying by saying this is that you look at the bigger picture. You're not just looking to please that person, but you're looking for, the best in here. Not just to please you, but something that will benefit both you and me. You're looking at the bigger picture. So, what I'm really trying to say here is that gender matters. And our reaction is going to be different. Because we express ourselves differently. The way a man shows love and the way a woman expresses love is going to be different. Now, we show our love through freedom. Leave me alone. Like, I'm doing my shit. I love this shit. That's my love. That's my passion. That's how the masculine energy expresses itself. Now, the feminine energy, when it comes to her, she expresses herself through love. The romance, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how she expresses her love. You express your love in a different way, but you both are seeking freedom. When she expresses her love through love, that's her looking for freedom, want to be free, expanding herself, expressing herself. That's the feminine energy for your ass. You as the masculine energy, you act different. You do it through freedom as well, but the medium that you use to express it is different from hers. We just use different medium of expression. So now, for you to have a perfect union, you have to understand that type of language to make that communication. And that's what a fucking, you know what I'm saying, a soulmate relationship is. Or twin flame, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That way both of you guys have activated each other. Like the experience, the passion, the love. Nigga. Are you guys in it to win it, or are you in it to lose, man? You know what I'm saying? Because every time you cheat yourself by not truly being in love or seeking for somebody that's gonna, try to get outside of your comfortability, you are cheating yourself. And it's important for you, once you understand that pain is part of our lives, man. We got to start looking at pain in a whole different level. Because a lot of people are not open or willing to love because they got hurt. Not understanding everybody's been hurt, bro. You're going to get hurt living down here one way or another. But the only difference is, you know what I'm saying, we work past our hurt. So meaning, even though you are hurting, you should still be open to love. It's not being afraid, you know what I'm saying? Because, that's your transformation. That's how you truly go into to transform or to truly express yourself. Because when you go back, you become closed off. You don't get to expand. You don't get to grow. You don't get to see the light. Because growing has to do with seeing the light, a higher state of consciousness, change. And that's how you get better. That's why it's important for everybody. You should always not only know your edge, but you should always lean towards that shit, though. You know what I'm saying? Challenge yourself a little bit. Well, for the masculine energy. That's what we do. We do it through our sports, through our job, the competition, the big dicks, the cockfighting. That's the masculine there. Seeking for that direction, that competitiveness, that direction, the logic, the 1 and 2, the A, B. I know, because a lot of us, and this is where you got to check yourself before you wreck yourself, baby. Logic is not everything at all. Logic is not even logic. For you to even become logic, you got to be illogical, meaning you got to go beyond logic. That's really when you get to see things for what they are, when you grow out of it. That's why ignorance is the reason why a lot of us don't know what the fuck's taking place in front of us. When you're toxic, you don't fucking know it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I know this whole, you know what I'm saying? This is a shout out to her, you know what I'm saying? That bitch was a hoe fucking everybody, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you think you're a hoe? Nah. You know what I'm saying? I got you, you know what I'm saying? You got bodies. Are you mortuary? Are you sanctuary, like some sort of cemeteries? You know what I'm saying? Like you catching bodies like that? Are you the cemetery, baby? No? You just a cemetery. It's like you don't have no bodies, but you just a cemetery. So I'm saying all of that to say, now that's the beauty, and that's why you have to understand the science of ignorance. But we're not here to talk about that. But it's so relevant at the same time because I feel like it's showing itself here. I'm just trying to point it out. Don't miss it, motherfucker. I just don't want you to miss it. So, I'm giving you a few pointers here. This nigga be wildin'. So now check this out, right? What the fuck? I'm wildin'. Right. So, but most importantly, now let's talk about gender for a second, right? Because where I'm going with this conversation is that maybe I should start just going there. I just go there. Nigga, relax. It's only 14 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I hope you're still here, nigga. But if you win, so you already know what's happening here. You're a witness of what's taking place now. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I got witnesses. I got witnesses. So let me do my thing. Like my man said, watch me work. Shout out that nigga Lil Deluxe, man. I love this nigga, man. Anyway, love, peace, and respect. So now, what the fuck are we talking about here? So now we're talking about gender, right? How important gender is. And the one thing I always talk about is when you look at a gay relationship, right? Like the same sex, let's just say same sex relationship, right? They understand in order to maintain that relationship, they have to activate both the masculine and the feminine energy. And that's what you see. They do it unconsciously, but us being spirit, and I didn't even talk about that, this is the spirit revealing itself, or that masculine energy revealing itself. So they understand for a relationship to become successful, you got to have gender roles. And I'm not just referring to, or I'm not referring to directly like the old-fashioned way, you do this, I do that. I mean, but what I'm referring to, though, is that we are different. So I'm touching on all of that. So maybe because of our differences, hey, gender roles, motherfucker. There's nothing wrong with that. So the problem that I believe a lot of women are having nowadays is that there, unfortunately, a lot of insecure masculine energy. In order for them to show that they have a big dick, in this European culture that we are, living in, let's keep it real. You have adopted their mentality, which is the feminine is always lower than the masculine. But the truth is, we are equally given, but the way we give is different, and this is how we express ourselves. Do you see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta protect you. That's how I'm showing you, girl, I love you. You feel me? Now, perhaps, your way of showing me, you know what, boy, I love you. Let me make sure you eat. I'm just saying hypothetically here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta stay on that all day, all night on this one. But something as simple as that, right? So I'm just showing in our different roles, we are equally given to one another. We are expressing ourselves differently. That's why for me, the feminine movement, it's like I'm so disappointed in it. Do I sound white here for a second? I'm so disappointed in it. Well, they let me down. I'm like, yo, let's go, bitches. Let me hear what you guys gotta say. Then them niggas are trying to be like niggas. I'm like, what the fuck? How's this feminine when you fighting for masculine shit? Like, nigga, I work out, you work out too. Whoa. That's your goal? Damn, that's crazy. But I was expecting more of that movement to be more on the acknowledgement or how important, or vital the feminine energy is in a life of a man. Not by me trying to do the things that you do, but by me doing the shit that I do, nigga. You need me, I need you. That's all the fuck it is. Nigga, I need you, you need me. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? That's how the approach should be. Instead of more like, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't need you. And now the feminine, what they call in the feminist movement at this point, now is just looking for acknowledgement as men. You president, I can be president too, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You're a senator? Well, nigga, I can be a senator too. Not saying there's nothing wrong with it, I'm just trying to point out what you're doing. You're not showing anything about your femininity that is, as powerful as my shit. Because you're not talking about you at all. You mute. Huh? Like, what? Why not? You don't understand your power. You don't know who you are. That is the reason. I mean, obviously, that's what's happening here. And anybody who's jumping on that wagon, you know what I'm saying, or that's following that pattern of understanding or coping through that emotional pattern too, because it's all you're aligning yourself on some bullshit. Like you really hurting yourself. Why were you doing all that for? All you got to do is just be you. You know, you're trying to be all extras instead of just being you. I just come out swinging. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is just be you, man. That's it. You ain't got to be extra. You ain't got to be like this and that. None of that. What you see is what you get, nigga. What up? Hey, I mean, I apologize if I make it look too easy. Hey, man, I came to win. You know what I'm saying? I want love, all that shit. All that good shit. First of all, I am that. It's already in me. So you already know. You know what I'm saying? I know what I know. So, you know what I'm saying? Trinity, where are you, babe? You know what I'm saying? So, when my Trinity comes along, I'm gonna fuck your ass up, nigga. I said what the fuck I said. You heard it correctly. Oh, you getting fucked, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get the best out of this here. You know what I'm saying? It's been aged like wine. You know what I mean? It's just everything. It's a deluxe package. That's what you'll be getting. But anyway, I figured I had to talk my shit real quick. Oh, and by the way, guys, check out the Patreon. Those are shit I should have been talking about in the very beginning. But anyway, I guess I'll just put everything all together now. So check out the Patreon, become a Patreon member. I talk about these things too, but more, I guess, if you want to call it more on a professional or with more details, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be wrong. You would be right. You'd be right. So that may be another reason too. You might want to check it out. You know what I'm saying? Don't shit yourself, baby. I'll do that. So now we're saying being in this society, which is a European-based society, right? The way logic rules over emotions. That's what the patriarchal or patriarchy, whatever age or era, if you want to call it that, that's pretty much what it is. But it's insecure. It's not a divine masculine energy. Well, niggas fucking European. What the fuck else do you think you was gonna get? You know what I'm saying? We are the fucking natives. We are the people who are connected to nature, to love. That's our approach to life. And these niggas are a little bit different. But they're needed too. They're needed. Everybody's needed. Anybody could change. Alright? Anybody. As long as you accept the truth for what it is. I didn't say it, that's what it says in the Bible. But if you know what I'm saying, we're gods, right? It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? In fact, you know what I'm saying, you gotta have something that keeps you in check. You know what I'm saying? You needed, that type of thinking for you to come out of it, for you to wake yourself up again. You see what I'm saying? Like you needed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You got your reality all fucked up, so you need a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, something to shake you up a little bit. That's all that shit is, man. Just to shake you up. That's it. Not for you to be wasting your time on it. Not for you to be having black power and all that shit. I mean, shit. If that's where you at with it, by all means, please. I love it though. I really do. Well, would I not? You know what I'm saying? How do you think I get to be like this? Come on now. I love it. We're just taking it to another level here. We're swagging like a motherfucker. And swinging too. Oh shit. Would I ever be serious? I guess young men somewhere along the lines in the future. Hey. So now, I was saying all of that shit to say the depiction of what they were talking about as the masculinity in this patriarchal type of bullshit, it's not a healthy version of a masculinity. So due to that reason, they have to negate or to somehow push the feminine energy down. And that has always been their logic. And I also talked about how your story of creation is the foundation of your culture and of your God too. That's why it's important for you to, you know what I'm saying, like when you become awakened, it's not about how much you know, but how you're looking at it. When you got to change how you're looking at it. Once you make that twig, you'll be good. You just have to twig it a little bit. That's it. You got to change the channel. You know what I'm saying? Change the channel, baby. You got to throw your nets, you know what I'm saying, on that other side. Well, if you're looking to capture some shit. Which is yourself, the true growth, the elevation. But anyway, I'm saying all of that to say, where the fuck was I going to go with this shit, nigga? I'm wilding. So we were talking about, yes. So in so many words, I was also depicting, well, not just that, but I was talking about, you know, the version of masculinity that is being presented to us. It's unfortunately, you know, you have to, and here's what also makes it harder for the feminine energy, maybe in terms of what this era is offering right now, is that they don't see it that way. They're all reacting to some bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you are reacting to masculine insecurities. Do you see what I'm saying? So, I mean, I guess insecure, I mean, like attract like. Because if you truly in your feminine energy, that shit, you would not. You should be insulted when, if somebody were to say anything about you being or acting like a fucking man. She be like, God damn, fucking you wearing what? Like, underwear? Then how the fuck do you pee? You hold your dick? How about sitting down, nigga? Like, bullshit like that. This nigga, I pee in style. I don't see myself standing and holding my shit. For what? And same thing for me, yo, bitch. I mean, I don't see why the fuck you gotta sit down, nigga. I gotta swing some shit. And you talking about sitting down in style, nigga. I stand up in style, nigga. I could stand up and sit down, bitch. What the fuck? How about you? Yeah, you can stand up too. But do you see where I'm going with this? the underlying message here is that if each one of you are in your power, there's no way, like, nigga, I'm not watching Lifetime for you for shit. I ain't watching some proper, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Or if I well, nigga will fall asleep. Like, baby, you watching? Nah, baby, you watching? Yeah, man. We'll talk about it tomorrow. No way. That's why, if you understand what I'm saying, it's crazy for the masculine energy now to try to make a female act like a man. That's crazy. Meaning, you don't look at her as being emotion. Like, now you're getting mad because she's not logical. The fuck? What the fuck are you mad at? You missed the whole point. Like, you're not looking at it from no fucking angle at all. Like, you're just going blind on this one. You know what I'm saying? Because how do you do that? You got balls, man. You got balls, man. That's like when you motherfuckers are saying women are emotional, they fucking dumb motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, are you serious? You can't be serious, right? That's what I'm saying. Don't play yourself like that, man. Stop it. Do you see what I'm saying? Because you would be missing, like, that would mean that your perception is just insane. You know, in fact, when you see a comedian telling you, Nate, fellas, you may think like we're smarter than bitches, but when they cheating on you, you won't even know. You think it takes stupidity to do that? Or maybe, you know, emotional doesn't mean stupid. You know, because you're looking at it from a logical perspective. Emotional simply means, that's why women always tell you the truth. The feminine energy, I always tell you the truth. Because her truth is that moment. Nigga, you want to go? Yes. Nigga, you want to go? No. Nigga, you just told me you wanted to go. See, you tripping. You being logical. You know what I'm saying? That's why, nigga, you got to stand in your square. I always hold on my dick. Like, everywhere I go, nigga, I show up with my dick. I have myself by the balls, nigga. Shout out Donald Trump. I'm shouting at everybody. Everybody's getting shots tonight. Shots outs. All the shots out to all you motherfuckers. Bow. Yeah. Oh, it's downhill from here, baby. We're dancing. So, the fuck was I saying? Nigga, I'm wilding, man. I'm just talking shit at this point. But let's get it together. All right, let's get it together. So, and you motherfuckers might be like, yeah, motherfucker, that's what you were just saying. Keep going. Relax, man. Relax. I'll flex out here, you know what I'm saying? I gotta do a couple of push-ups, stand up, check myself out, how we doing, okay? Temperatures, all right, y'all good? Okay, how's that Al Brown? Are they connected? It's okay, you know what I'm saying? But, I'm saying all that to say, man, nigga, I'm wildin'. Shit. So, yeah, there you go. So, we were talking about, you know, like a solid understanding of the feminine energy. Because what I'm seeing, you know, I felt like people are not looking at it from that type of perspective. That's why, you know what I'm saying? And like I always tell people, not to shy away from what I'm talking about here, but to make this point real quick and come right back to that, is that gay relationships or same-sex relationship shows us how important it is to activate your masculine and your feminine energy to to have a successful relationship. When two people break up, they become depolarized. That means, when you're talking about your ex-husband, you're not looking at him as the guy that used to fuck you anymore. You close that chapter. Meaning the polarity, there's no connection. The sex part. That's why even, if a female also is in her feminine energy, oh my God, that's what we was gonna be talking about tonight. I got lost along the way, but I came right back, baby, like I never left. Well, I think I left, and it's good that I left, and I'm gonna let you know why. Because I'm gonna have to stop that right there, because I'm building up to where we're going. Oh, we're going a distance. We're going a distance. Yeah. We're going a distance here. So, nigga, you wild. So we see how important it is. Like, you can't get rid of gender role, because you're seen to maintain a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's important for you to understand, know what type of masculine energy that you are. And you must also understand the different type of feminine energies as well. And all of that is the spirit expressing itself through different energies. And gender is all around us. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of orgies taking place around us. The sex, the unification, it's got to be gender. That's why when you become married, you guys become one. So meaning she's seeing things through you, and you're looking at life through her. That's why when the union happens, now you must live and experience your feminine side as a masculine energy through her. And now that's why she's looking up to you, because as you understand your masculine energy is that you are directive, you are a leader, you are logical, that's what you creating those boundaries. Well, I mean, not necessarily boundaries. Yes, boundaries. It could be, but I guess what I'm trying to say, what I'm saying, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Squash the boundaries, but I'll show you when you don't understand how to deal with that feminine energy, you create boundaries with your logic. Now, you're the very tool that's supposed to make sure, what I'm saying, you watch what you eat or watch what you cook, because you might get hooked. That type of mentality. Knowing your strength can also be your weakness. When you're not in harmony. That's why you can't be looking at a female as being logical. It doesn't make sense. Or even for you to ask her to act more like a man. But yet you're complaining because she's acting like a man. The double standard, that's crazy. So what I'm saying is, no nigga should ever complain about a bitch being emotional. You want that bitch to be emotional, nigga. I want my bitch to be emotional as fuck. Because I am in my masculinity. You know what I'm saying? In another way of me saying this, by me being in alignment with the person that I am, with also my masculine and my feminine side, but my core essence is masculine. Right? But I balance both energy. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why I'll give you a perfect example. A female, like when you look at somebody like Oprah, Oprah is a feminine energy, but her core is masculine. She doesn't have any kids. You know, she's seeking her freedom through her passion. She's seeking for her love. She's expressing herself like a man is expressing himself. That's why our career is to us. That's how we express ourselves. So this bitch, her core energy is masculine. Because she's expressing herself like a nigga. That's why she doesn't have any kids. Her career comes first. Now, us masculine energy, we know our career comes first too. You shouldn't be lying to yourself. That's why you got to follow your passion. Because when you're fully in your element, if you're true to yourself, you cannot be false to her. Now you're expressing your love to that bitch. Hey, woman, I fucking love you. You hear me? Stop playing. I'm going to call 911 on your ass. Call White Clef. Hey, 911, nigga. Fuck is wrong with this bitch? I'm going to love the fuck out of you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But you're expressing it in your way. So that's how you activate, but also you also maintain that masculine energy and the feminine energy. But now, what I really wanted to talk about tonight, now that I've given you this, a whole bunch of fucking information, so it's important for you to understand yourself. What type of masculine energy are you? Do you see what I'm saying? Now, when you're looking at a relationship like Dwayne and Gabrielle Union, I think her name is, she's the nigga in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just showing you at the same time, I'm showing you how the role has to be a masculine and a feminine. If you're dating a woman that's more masculine, well, you're going to have to be a little more feminine. And she would want her man to be more feminine because she got to lead. She got to tell you what to do. Those are the bitches that would tell you, you know what I'm saying? I was doing this. I was trying to get my husband to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's, you know what I'm saying? Nah, bitch. So I want you to understand what I'm also saying here too. It's like I'm saying this in different layers, in different levels. I mean, I hope, it's not just the gross that you're getting out of it, in the sense of some people may look at this as being sexist. But what I'm truly saying here is that those sexes are expressing themselves differently. That's why, like I always tell niggas, like, when your grandmother would be like, you know what, child, a man's gonna be a man. That's her not looking to control control him, but understand the different energies. Like, I'm this, he's that. So, me knowing how he is, I tolerate him. I shouldn't say tolerated. I accept him. I love him too. Accept. Not settling down. Accept. It's different. When you're settling down, you have you're also saying you don't have a better option. Now, in this case, what I'm really saying, when she accepted your grandfather, what she's doing is, I love him just the way he is, and I know who he is. You know what? He does this, but he does that for me too. So that I choose him with his good side and bad side. And I'm just trying to say this in the lamest terms, just in case if you didn't catch, understanding the masculine energy and the feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make sure, hey, I'm breaking bread with everybody here. I'm that type of nigga. Everybody's eating around me, nigga. I see you in the back. You have you eaten already? Well, give this nigga a plate. Everybody's eating. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? It's Thanksgiving, motherfucker. Everybody's getting some. It's gonna get a piece out of that thing. So depending on how you're looking at it, however you want to look at it, right? But you're gonna see a union, a consciousness that exists in all of those different levels. There's a way of looking at it that's a little bit different than what it looks like. That's what, what I'm saying, you got to understand the formulas, baby. You know what I'm saying? You got to know as a female what your power is, not to try to be like a man, but in your language, what that shit is. I guess most of y'all may know. You know how to swing that thing, you know what I'm saying? Pussy, nigga. Could be your greatest weakness too, depending on who you're talking to. You see what I'm saying? There's layers in this shit. You know what I mean? But first, for you to even understand what type of masculine energy, like for me, I'll give you a perfect example. Like I just told you, like when you're looking at Oprah, she's the feminine, but that is her core. She's more masculine. So a bitch like that's not gonna cook for you. Like for me now, let me talk about me for a second, cause I don't need no ninjas. Like to me, those bitches are like samurais and shit. Like what? I just need a bitch that know how to cook, nigga. Y'all niggas cooking? Nah, y'all good. Come over here. What I'm truly saying, I mean, I'm bugging for a second. Well, relax, motherfucker, right? So what I'm truly saying, I'm talking about a female who is, her core is more feminine. That means she would be more nurturing. She would be more, tender to certain things, to care. You know what I'm saying? You already ate, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But a bitch who's more on her masculinity, you know what I'm saying, cooking, nurturing, wouldn't be naturally her thing. That's why the feminine energy comes in different form. You know what I'm saying? You have your athlete bitches. You have your, do you see what I'm saying? Then you have the bitches that are like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I want my man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck y'all bitches. I'm going to be submissive. You have those bitches. So like, in that feminine energy, nigga, like, I'll be like this. There's a whole bunch of bitches. All different type of bitches. So that's why when you're looking at the whole thing, you gotta know, you know what I'm saying, what's gonna work out for you. What kind of bitch? All right, so this is how I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, if you get with a bitch where her core masculine is more advanced, she would want you to cook for her. She would ask you, yo, I want you to cook for me. She would take pleasure in you cooking for her. Because that core, like for me, that shit's not gonna work. Because I know who I am. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I cook for myself. You know what I'm saying? I would surprise a bitch by me cooking for you, but you're not gonna expect me to be cooking for you. That shit's not happening. That shit ain't flying. Listen. When you know what you know, you're like, oh, okay. But I know for me, my match is not gonna have to. It's not gonna be that. That's facts. But I'm using myself based on, as an example, trying to depict the masculine energy that is balanced, but also that is seeking more for that feminine energy. I know myself. You see what I'm saying? And no, not all shoes gonna fit you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You gotta relax. You know what I'm saying? The shit ain't personal here. It's not personal. You deserve the world. If you're not my size, you're not my size. That's it. Nothing else. No, you don't have a small pussy. Doesn't mean you're not worthy. None of that. You're not the size, dog. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You don't. What the fuck? I wear 12. This is 11. Fuck these shoes, man. Like, whoa, player. It's just not your size. You ain't got to criticize. You feel me? Just supersize. Just supersize. You know what I'm saying? We don't criticize. We get bigger, nigga. And greater. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. You know what I'm saying? I had to give you the supersize real quick. That's your meal, baby. So it's important as a mature masculine for you to understand, you know what I'm saying, you need somebody to complement or that want the same thing that you want. Now we're going to express it in different ways, you know what I'm saying, but the ways that is being communicated, it works for you. That's technically what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? But now if you're a guy that is more on your feminine, you more, you know, in touch with your feminine, because me, I'm in touch with my shit too. Like I said, I cook for myself. You know what I'm saying? Now if I want to surprise you, then I'll cook for you. But I'm not going to be cooking for you. Like, what the fuck? Bitch, hey! Fuck out of here. Now, granted, all I'm trying to say here too, you know what I'm saying? To each his own, nigga. But the underlying message is you got to be empowered by you being in acknowledgement or being aware of who you are, the type of masculinity or the femininity that you are. You know what I'm saying? That's why you'll see, even in gay relationship, they have to activate the different roles. They have the same motherfucking sex. Then you have a nigga that's acting like a bitch. Hey! And vice versa. Like now with the bitch, you got a bitch that's acting like a man. What's up, babe? You know what I'm saying? The way he wears shirt and all that. So they have to activate that femininity in them. And that's how the relationship is. It's gotta be. This is all spiritual, niggas. First and foremost. You know, well, I always say that shit. Well, it should be by now. You're looking at the crime scene. You know, you're looking at the crime scene. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm all in red, motherfucker. You're looking at the crime scene, which is pretty much this, which is those evidence in nature that is presenting themselves right in front of us. But how you look at it, that's what makes a world of difference. Not how much you know. That's why the books don't matter. You can read 1,000,000 books, nigga. If you don't see things on a higher perspective, it means nothing. That you talking about quantity, motherfucker. So that's why, you know, you guys got to be careful out there, man. Be careful. You know what I'm saying? A book doesn't matter. Your state of consciousness matter because you bring life to the book. You know what I'm saying? When you are in certain spaces, then you could catch what the book is talking about. At this point, you validated the book. The validation comes from you. Otherwise, if it's not okay, if you don't think you're validating the book, well, motherfucker, guess what? If you didn't have certain type of if you weren't in certain spaces, you're not gonna catch it. You're not going to understand it. And I know for me, and I've seen this, I lived this, I went through it. I remember with my baby mother, there was a book that she was reading, and I asked her about it. Like, she's like, oh, that's bullshit. Nigga, I went and read that book. I'm like, oh. But that's not where her mind was. That's why you could read a book today and go back 5 years later and read that same book. Your understanding of that book is going to be different. It's your consciousness, nigga. You validate the book. The book doesn't validate you. That's why the meaning of true education, it comes, you know what I'm saying, it's to bring forth. You're bringing it out. That's why I tell niggas, if you want to tell me how educated you are, tell me how much you change. How much of yourself have you brought out? What were those transformations? A motherfucker that have no life experiences, if you got no story to tell, you have not growth, baby. You have not grown, I'm sorry. I got many stories to tell, nigga. Fuck around, I turn out to be a storyteller upon this motherfucker. You know, nigga, what? That's why the niggas who always act like they have not experienced anything, you know what I'm saying? Those are the motherfuckers you should be afraid of. You have no testimony, nigga? That's that whole shit I was telling you about. Like, no, I never used to be a hoe. That's not me. Like, nigga. Now, you know I know, but niggas still don't know. You imagine you telling this nigga, you know I know. Nigga, like, nope. So now, that's why you can't judge this. It's the understanding. That's why a lot of you can only say how toxic you used to be. You can't really say that you were toxic while you were toxic. You wouldn't know that. You had to come out of that understanding first. That's why when Einstein, well, that is not imagination, but the closest thing to a fucking imagination, it could be some aha moment. A download, an intuitive knowledge, a connection with you in spirit, a sudden state of consciousness that you attain. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what the Buddhas did. That's what the whole Jesus shit is about. The Krishna. However the fuck, whoever the fuck. That's what the core shit is really about. So for you to get the right state of mind, consciousness, finally seeing things for what they are. Seeing through the veil, like it's been said so many different ways, but they talking about the same shit. Damn, I guess Spirit wanted me to get on that side, but let's get back to that. You know, why it's in, you know, you have to be in alignment with yourself by understanding what type of masculinity that you are. You know what I'm saying? And even in through the masculine energy, there are different, you know what I'm saying? It varies. You know what I'm saying? It varies in degrees, in understanding, and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got to tell you certain things for you to know certain things. If you know, you know. Anytime, why would I have to prove myself to you? I gotta prove myself to myself. I got nothing to prove to you, dog, at all. Well, that's the part where you don't matter. You don't matter, nigga. The fuck? But you mattered, you know, very much. It's that paradox, you know what I'm saying? But there's that truth in between it. You know what I'm saying? And that's that state of consciousness. That's how you transcend. That's how the heart become as light as a feather. That's when you're no longer stuck in the cycle of time, good and evil, what you see, what you don't see, that binary bullshit. That's when you're not eating from the tree of good and evil, because you'll never see the true kingdom of God, which is the bigger picture. You would not transcend. When you transcend, it's like you understand what a paradox is. It's a paradox. That's why, like, the flesh or the material world, the spiritual world doesn't matter at that point. And that's where, the binary, the illusion, that's why the Indian called this world the Maya, the illusion world, it stopped being a fucking illusion for you at that point. You see it for what the fuck it is. Me. And that means spirit. You are spirit. So therefore, even your humanity, your sexual, everything that you're doing is spirit based. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, which is the form and how it's being expressed. That's what makes it human. But ultimately, the underlying, just like your body, it's just an extension of your consciousness. It's just you moving through movements. The spirit shaping itself in so many different ways. That can also be called the Dambala spirit too. If you know, you know. But all of that is being said to say, like how it is important, not only that we're living in a true fucking spiritual world, and then I'm showing you how the gay people are depicting the energy that they subconsciously or knowingly know, or that their higher self understands. That's why automatically one gotta be the bitch, the other one gotta be the nigga. So they are depicting gender role in sex, like they telling you this is more than sex. In other words, they're telling you, nigga, this is more than dick and pussy. That's why even in the Kabbalion, they would let you know when we're talking about gender, we're not talking about sex, dick and pussy. So now what you have today, or especially in the European society, your relationship, your masculinity is based on dick and pussy, not on energy. That's why you're having all this confrontation, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a man, I'm a female, I could do this, I could do that. You're not looking at it in terms of when you know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, that's why you'll never see, a lot of people say that, and that shit is true. Like, I know for me, I'll give you a perfect example. Me being in my masculinity, grabbing myself by my balls, I'm not going to be with a tomboy. That's automatically, like, it's not even a turn off. It's like, it doesn't exist. A turn off you would have to get to me. It's like, all right, bitch, I don't even see you like as somebody that got a pussy. Then it's different. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you could look at a girl that have pussy, but a tomboy to me, it's like, I don't know, I don't even know what you got. I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? But I know you're not a man, though. You know what I'm saying? You're strange. I'm saying all that to say, not to put him down. I'm saying the level of attractiveness, how we depolarize. We're not polarized. There's no attraction. So what the gay people understood is that to have that attraction, the feminine and energy has, the feminine and the masculine has to interact. Even in your relationship, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you want to fuck, like, listen, man, you got to stay on that fucking shit, which means in your masculinity. Over time, when people change, as people age, you know what I'm saying, then, you know what I'm saying, they start to depolarize. When you see a relationship that no longer is connected, they depolarized. That's why, you know what I'm saying, it's like somebody you hate, you'll never think. I mean, depending on how hateful you are. But I'm saying, like, hate to a point where, you know what, like, I'm done with that person. You're not gonna picture having sex with them. You see what I'm saying? Like, for me, there's certain people I don't even picture, like, nah, nigga. You know, man? Let's just say I had to beat my shit. Like, nah, not to you. Do you understand why that is? And of course, I'm done with that shit anyway. I don't know if I should say I'm done with it, but anyway, I've been good for a second. I've been eating, you know what I'm saying? I've been flying. I've been staying on top shelf, baby. But not that I'm neglecting my physical aspect either, but it's just that the transformation that I'm doing has also transformed that too. This shit is just a whole different conversation. But anyway, that's for the grown ups. You know what I'm saying? You got to be among the elders for that one. That's how you become to elevate to a saint status too. Meaning at that point, you know what I'm saying, there's certain things you're no longer looking at or take pleasure as. You're still enjoying it. It's not like you denying it, but you naturally outgrown it. And that's what maturity, wisdom is all about. You are like, I know I've outgrown a lot of fucking situations. That's how I stay pretty. That's the key of my success, nigga. Go get yours, nigga. I just gave you my key, nigga. But it only works for me though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find yours. You know what I'm saying, motherfucker? You gotta get yours, baby. Because that door, my door is only meant for me. You can't get in my door today, baby. It's meant for me. That's my coffin, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Your coffin is going to be just your size, nigga. Don't try to get in my coffin. You know what I'm saying? It's going to embody you. You lose control. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Because you're wearing a shoe that doesn't fit you. That's too big for you. You think you're going to be able to walk properly on that shit? That shoe's going to fuck you up. And that's why you're getting fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Those running shoes are not your size. You eventually going to fall off. You could definitely going to fall. You know what I'm saying? And nothing personal. So when you really get to see things that way, should I tell you how I feel as light my heart is? You know what I'm saying? All the time, every time. Always light, baby. We travel light over here. Come on now. What are we doing? So I'm saying all of that to say, the importance or how vital it is for you to understand that not only gender roles is the unification between the masculinity and the femininity, but also having a proper understanding of the masculine energy, and then how to communicate effectively with the feminine energy without you having to bitch out or anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, I love you. This is how I show her my love, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then when she loves you too, she would appreciate, not necessarily you love you too, but when she's your size, you can't fake the funk, baby. You can't do that. You could try, but it's not gonna sound good though. That's why you can't do it. Like, yeah, we already know. That's not that. You can't do it. Don't be hard headed. Why are you being so hard headed? Just do you. I see. I see. I see. You appreciate what you see. You ain't doing nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? But use it as a motivation for you. You know? So, again, damn, already an hour. So, technically, man, we're going to leave it here. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a pleasure. So, you know, we're just going to go down from here. Like we were talking about. It's hump day, baby. Aishin. Bra. Ali.